You have a very similar example now for questions C and D. Please pause the video now and take a look at this screen carefully. I will read it through with you and then you will pause. Question C. Use the graph to find the constant rate of change in miles per hour while driving in the city. Here again, here's our miles and here's our hour. It looks like we have here 1 hour, right? It's where our first point is at 1 hour. And our point falls right between 20 and 40. So right in the middle is 30. So that means if it changes to 2, this just changed to 60 if it's going to be constant, right? And it does, 2 to 60. If it changes to 3, this just changed by another 30 because we're adding 30 for the blue, okay, the miles. So it does, it goes to 3 and 90. So it is a constant rate of change. Okay, now let's analyze the graph. On the lines below, explain what the point 0, 0 means and 130 represents. So 0, 0 represents. The point 0, 0 represents traveling 0 miles in 0 hours. And the points 130, 1 and 30, represents traveling 30 miles in 1 hour. And this is our constant rate of change. Notice it's going up by 30 each time that it goes up by 1 hour. And that is our constant rate of change. Please make sure to have this copied down along with the graph. I know that some of you think copying the graph down is it's a lot of work, but this helps you digest the information and really analyze it and think about it. For example 4, we're going to compare the data from two separate stores. Two separate data, and they've both been presented to us differently. One has been presented on a table and the other one on a graph. Let's read. The table and graph below show the hourly charge to rent a bicycle at two different stores. Which store charges more per bicycle? Explain. So we have pedal rentals, this is a store, and we have super cycles, another store. And they've presented their data to us in two different ways. We have here time per hour, 2 hours is $24. 3 hours is 36, 4 hours is 48. You can see that every time it goes up by 1, on this side it goes up by 12. And if you wanted to find the unit rate, you can see that 1 on this side, okay, let's just say 1 hour, on this side would be 12. Right? I think a lot of you have figured that out already, because if you divide this by 2, get 1, and you divide this by 2, and you get 12. So 1 is 12, 2 is 24, 3 is 36, 4 is 48. 4 times 12 is 48. So yes. And then when we look at supercycles, we see that we have the number of hours on the bottom and the cost along the y-axis. And we see that for 1 hour, right there, 1 hour, it's $8. For 2 hours, $16, and so on. For 3 hours, okay, it'll be 24, all the way up here for 3 hours. So which one is cheaper? Well, the cost at pedals rental increases by 12 every hour. The cost at supercycle increases by $8 every hour. So therefore, the pedal rentals charges more per hour than to rent a bicycle. Okay, so yeah, supercycle is cheaper. And here you have the guided practice. I know a lot of you are eager to try this out on your own, so please go ahead and try question 1 if you'd like to, if you have the time, to see if you can solve it on your own. Notice that here you've been given Mealing's savings and Daniel's savings, so you've been given two sets of data presented differently, one with a table and another, so one on a table and the other one on a graph. So go ahead and answer the question, who saves more each week, and give a short explanation as to why. And number 2, okay, you have to refer to the graph, and if you can do these two, I would be very happy in class, because then we'll do it in class one more time. We'll look it over as a review. Okay, see you in class, everyone.